Some places are going from 80 and sun to snow tomorrow. Let's check it out.
This video is proudly sponsored and powered by ZoneWatch. ZoneWatch features severe weather intelligence tools and a user-friendly dashboard to see weather alerts, AI-driven weather forecasts, next-rad radar, future model output, and so much more. See the link in the description or comments to download the ZoneWatch app for free. No account signup is required. And now on to our weather video.
Hey everyone, JC here. It's a little after 10 p.m. on Wednesday night, March 11th. Midweek checkup video. So here's our cold front. It's back. It's still back pretty far to the east, and there's a lot of rain on the front of it, which I'll show you in a second. But I wanted to show you this setup of the surface frontal boundaries on the ZoneWatch app. So you have a warm front extending through New England that's pushing off to the northeast. And this cold front, of course, is coming down in this direction, more out of the northwest. But we are still very, very much in the warm sector. And we've had a few of these troughs come through today. This is one here. Another one just came through and extinguished out here. These troughs are typically leeward troughs or prefrontal troughs, they're called. Sometimes you have air rushing in the warm sector a little bit more this way, and it ramps up the mountain and increases pressure at the top of the mountain where the air ramps up and meets the air above it, right? Temporary increase of pressure at the tip of the Appalachian mountain range. And then on the leeward side of it, you have the air that's re-expanding back downwards towards the surface, like downsloping, as well as the air that's moving straight above. So that decrease in pressure drops pressure linearly into a segment like this, and it can form its own thunderstorms. So that's why sometimes you get a line of thunderstorms move through in the middle of a warm sector when the cold front's still back. And that's what we had twice today now. So this front is not going to come through until probably, between 8, it might be approaching West Jersey at 8 a.m. Tomorrow, Thursday morning. And it might not clear the coast until noon or 1 p.m. But once it does, there's going to be a significant temperature drop. Like I said in the intro, some places reached 80 today, just as they reached 80 in the prior past few days. And they're going to be, 32 with snow wrapping up tomorrow. We'll talk about that in a minute here. Sorry, just checking my notes here. I want to make sure I hit all points. So let's look at some current radar. That just came through South Jersey, and that kicked up some near severe, possibly just severe winds, some frequent lightning and some downpours. But again, that's off one of those troughs that just expired. The main rain is still back here along that cold front. That's still pretty far to our west. So anything that comes through tonight, maybe some more rumbles. I don't think we're in for anything severe overnight tonight. In fact, this precipitation might break apart a little bit. Let's look at some future simulated radar. So, these storms lose energy a lot faster this time of year, right? It's March sun angle. It's not June or July sun angle. So, you lose that diurnal destabilizing factor, and the most reasonable expectation overnight, tonight, a setup like this is maybe just some showers and downpours with some embedded rumbles. Looks like another one's going to come through here. This is the future simulated radar. So another one might come through there, central North Jersey, between about midnight and 2 a.m. So let's fast forward overnight. Again, this precipitation is very kind of weak. It breaks apart. It loses its steam. But it starts to come back between about 10 a.m. and noon on Thursday. Now, at this point, the cold front's through and temps are dropping at noon on Thursday. And then in the afternoon, a lot of model data is suggesting that we finish as snow. This is called anafrontal snow, if you want to look up the atmospheric or meteorological mechanism. Anafrontal means kind of just along and behind the cold front. It's rare. Back end snow, sort of kind of an old wives' tale. Sometimes it doesn't happen at all, but there is pretty good agreement on the data that it will happen. So, let's talk about the future a little bit. Again, tonight, most Jersey will stay in 60 or above because we're in this warm sector. And then, Thursday, Thursday, your high temperature is probably going to be reached at 9 or 10 a.m. in the morning. And then I expect most of Jersey to be down into the 30s by 2, 3 p.m. and then approaching freezing by about 5 to 7 p.m. on Thursday. So a significant temp drop, and that's what's going to support that anafrontal snowfall. And then yeah, it's quite the contrast from the recent days, really. Friday, we might get up into the 40s, maybe Saturday the 50s, and then Sunday, we're looking at probably one of those situations where Southwest Jersey is much warmer than Northeast Jersey. You might be in the 40s in North Jersey. You might be in the 60s in Southwest Jersey on Sunday. But then Monday we're back to the 60s, and then another cold front's going to probably come through next Monday night into Tuesday, and that has the coldest of these two troughs that we're about to experience. And that's that March 16th to the 20th window next week. The trough is gonna produce a very cold week, well below average temperatures next week. If any snow is going to happen, it'll be in that window. No snowstorm signals currently showing. So that's where we are. I'll have the fully detailed weekend outlook posted Friday. But again, just wanted to make a midweek checkup video. And everybody have a great rest of your Wednesday night. Be safe.